What's up, guys? This is Feeding You Information. If you're a new viewer, I am an informative channel with a personality. Today, I'm going to be explaining why I added these 4 stocks to my portfolio in the last 2 days. The first of them being Shopify. Now, this is going to be a swing trade, which is I'm going to hold it for a few days or a few weeks, possibly even a few months, but under a year, meaning I'll be charged 15% tax if I were to sell it. With that being said, the reason I bought Shopify, if you don't know, it is an e-commerce setup for any small business or self-started business technically. So say I wanted to sell hats, shirts, pants, shoes, whatever. I don't know, even electronics. Say I wanted to do that and say I needed a page to set up. Shopify will basically set that up. You set it up yourself, you have advertisement tools, you have all this cool stuff, and they're just like on top of that game. That's why they've had such tremendous growth since their IPO in terms of stock value. They have just now begun to profit. As you can see, it was at minus 0.1 or minus 10% basically. Now it's up to 15%. So they were basically losing profit. Or losing, I guess, what would be the word? Losing overall, I can't believe I'm freaking, net worth. There you go. So their overall net worth was declining, basically. They were losing money than the earnings of like their shares that were like coming in. I apologize for that. Now, 0.15 is what they're at now, so 15% growth, so they're now starting to actually grow as a company. Very cool, which is why their PE ratio will now begin to show, and that's why it doesn't show now. And their market cap is $13.4 billion. Just a quick run over in case you guys are interested. Now, say I needed to sell something, they will do that. However, they will not be a distributor. So if you already have the item, then you could sell it yourself. But if you need a distributor, then you have to set up drop shipping, which is a completely different. Go and search what drop shipping is. I'm going to move on. Starbucks. Now, Starbucks has just recently branched off into China. It already dominates USA. They are the kings of caffeine and sugar. They deliver it to a customer every second of every freaking day, basically, somewhere in this country, which is the USA. Now, they are breaching into China. In their last quarter, they noted that since they've entered into their market into China, they're already noticing a good percentage comparison of like overall sales compared to the USA. So they're just starting into it. And keep in mind, this is a population that's bigger than the USA. Much bigger. It is the biggest population in the world. So if they can dominate that market, which I do believe in the next 5 years, they'll be all over China. We're talking about people that work longer hours and naturally have longer days in terms of working and trying to stay up and trying to be productive than the average American. That's simple fact. So that is my reason for buying 1 share of Starbucks, and that's why it'll be a long-term hold for at least the next 5 years. Next up, we got General Mills. So General Mills. Now, I have a list of products here, or brands that they own. Keep in mind, you probably have heard of every one of these. This is why I'm choosing these specific ones, but there are more that they have. Nature Valley. Tell me you haven't heard of that one. Cheerios, Lucky Charms, Annie's, Larabar. If you don't know what a Larabar is, it is basically a healthy bar snack. You could consider it. I would call it a protein bar, but it lacks the amount of protein that it needs. It's about 2-3 grams, maybe even 4 in one of them. But it's a very healthy thing to eat, and it's very great for your body. There's a lot of nutrients in it, so that's a very good market switch considering minus Cheerios, a lot of their stuff isn't exactly organic and healthy. Now, they also have Chex, so I mean Chex Mix or Chex Cereal. That brand they have as well. We also have Betty Crocker, that's baking, Yoplait, that is the yogurt, Old El Paso, you got the tacos, the salsa, Green Giant, Progresso, Go-Gurt, Gushers, the fruit snack, Toaster Strudel. If you don't know what Toaster Strudel is, just Google it. I mean, you should know, I'm sorry. Cascadian Farm, that is a new like granola and cereal that is very healthy for you as well, and they're killing it. It's flying off the shelves. Now, they just today announced that they acquired Blue Pet Food, which is basically Blue Wilderness or anything that you see blue in your local Petco or PetSmart on the product is from that company. They acquired them for $8 billion. It is a very healthy meal that you can give to your dog. I'm not sure if you actually can feed it to the cats or not, or if it's just solely a brand targeting dogs, but it is very organic and healthy brand. And I remember when I worked at Petco, for a few months, I had like people that were like representing the company coming in and telling us, hey, we have like the best product. And like everyone would pretty much say, our product's getting better, but they would never actually admit to theirs being better than Blue. Like, it was crazy. So I think they might have acquired the top pet food brand that is out there for dogs. And that is my reason for General Mills. It's a company that will just keep paying constant dividends each quarter. And it's got if you look right here, it's got a 3% dividend yield. It's PE of 19. That is below the average, a 31.24 billion market cap, but they are more rich, obviously, than that. This is simply their share value when you think about it being measured. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shut up and move on to the last stock. I've made enough of a point. Coca-Cola. All right. Coca-Cola, they recently announced in their last quarter that they are switching, or not that they're switching, I apologize, that they had a 6% growth in their organic revenue. So that's their organic brands and products. They gained 6% revenue, like it's being bought. And it's being bought by millennials and a lot of people that are learning more and more, I need to be healthier, I want to be healthier. With that being said, Coca-Cola is Warren Buffett's favorite stock. It is one of his biggest holdings, and when that man dies, he will still have one of the biggest holdings, the biggest holding perhaps. Its name and brand in itself, like it's just, everyone knows what Coca-Cola is, like it's a never dying stock, and I will remain at one share for now. I may end up buying more if its growth starts to show, but all I see this as is a constant dividend payer, an eternal one. As you can see, it's got a dividend yield of 3, so that 3% dividend yield. Market cap of 185 billion, and we have a PE of 162. So that's crazy high right now, and that's because they've been messing up their balance sheets, and pretty much their profits have been going down the drain due to all these healthy brands and companies that are coming out and taking over their sales. But they're reshaping everything, and they're coming out with more organic stuff, and they're trying to be healthier, have lower sugar products, even zero sugar products. They're going to have Coca-Cola probably that just is completely sugarless or like has an all healthy sugar in it. They're going for stuff like that, and they can do it. They're Coca-Cola. I mean, I would keep buying Coca-Cola till the day I die, despite the fact that I don't drink it that often. Every once in a while, I do cave in. I mean, it's Coca-Cola. It tastes amazing. It always will. That is my reasoning for owning one share of Coca-Cola, and I'll never sell it. It'll probably be an eternal stock, just like Disney. And those were the 4 stocks, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you have any questions, please leave them. I will gladly answer them. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I got so much more content. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to shut up. Feeding you information, out.